Hello and welcome everybody, I'm one proud Bavarian and we are back as the United Bavarian Hegemony. In the Bright Pact we have won a war against our enemy over here in the Evergoran Confederacy. We took some land that, you know, at some point we may or may not, probably not, but we may or may not hand over to the United Evergoran Confederacy, our brothers that do exist over there. But right now it's, you know, governed in this unique sector. Speaking of which, I actually was wondering, does that mean... Where's my planet? There's the planet. Does that mean that these people... Anybody migrating here? Oh, look at them. Wait, what? Fortress? Fortress? Wait, what? Why do you have two fortresses? Why is this still ruined? What is going on in here? Well, you know what isn't going on? The game speed so far. Oh, what happened to Stardust? Do you see that turn blue? What happened there? Oh, they joined, and now everybody's blue. I don't know. Sector is fine. Hyperlane is fine. Union. So yeah, since this is, you know, these are the real colors, but these are practically our unions here. Man, I wish that at some point we could just unite our federation. Sadly, that isn't a mechanic. I think it would be worth it. But what we're gonna try next time is definitely to become the permanent presidential authority here. That would be beautiful. Now we can only do that in 1952, and we will be what? Byzance Pact, the Byzance Collective. Why? Really? Why is that? Hey, still feel pretty good about us. Oh, they hate the Stellaris citizen state. Well, you know what? That does explain it.
A new world.
Ooh, Elektrizität, jawohl.
Construction complete.
Oh, give it to me, baby. What is this? Tapuyi world. Not worth it. 14 isn't exactly what I want to settle, what I had in mind. Can I upgrade you further? I could, theoretically. That is pretty big. Being able to upgrade that, quite significant. Man, you know, let's talk about something interesting. We had our election here, right? And we voted, and the CSU will still, you know, rule. Now it doesn't know what the CSU is, enigmatic cash, of course. And the CSU is just like the social conservatives in Bavaria. But they've always been very competent. I mean, what can you say? You know, there's nothing negative when, as long as everything's working just as intended, at least as intended. And that is exactly the case here. I think Bavaria is on a beautiful track, you know, doing fairly well. So the election is over, and I am very happy with that election, mostly because our participation rate, our turnout, has risen by, I believe, like 8% or something. It's great. It is actually genuinely great. I couldn't be happier about that. It's not so much for me what is the result. It is more a sign of a healthy society that everybody takes part in.
Construction complete.
They're split actually in elections. So seeing this, you know, turn out like that is very positive to me. It is something that I think everybody should work towards. You know, to have a society that talks with each other, that is in constant contact, and makes it clear that everybody in that society is part of society. And all I can really say is, you know what? Thank you, everybody else, every other Bavarian. Thank you for voting, and I hope that everybody who isn't Bavarian will go through similar things where your state is growing and growing and doing better. Which one was this one? Engineering grants. Still could go with engineering grants. I suppose we could also go with other things, but trustworthy trades, share the burden. Share the burden. No, let's just go with engineering grants. Those are good. It's literally only 9 points. Oh my god, that's embarrassing. How are we doing on science anyway? Scientific advancement. So they're slightly more advanced. They're very far behind. We're a bit more advanced. Oh no, equally actually than they are. They're less technologically advanced. So yeah, France is falling behind. We're doing our best here, you know, especially with the difficulty mode that we did pick with with this game. I think we're doing very well, so I can't complain about that at all. Starbase capacity up would actually be really helpful, but I don't know. Maybe I should just destroy the sector here, because we can most certainly have enough of these planets. Yeah, of these planets. For a second I was like, why the fuck are you talking about planets, you idiot? Turns out that's exactly what it is. At this point also we should probably build stuff on Tussenhof here. No, actually, shouldn't. End of the sovereign Colombian planets. Yep, this revolution that constantly appears to be breaking out has been quenched once more. But speaking about elections, what is better than elections? Well, there is one thing. That is making Bavarians the permanent rulers of your federation. Now that is a wise choice.
Our ships have been improved.
That is, practically speaking, the choice
spirits have granted us new
that you
wisdom.
should be making in the EU as well as in this game. Just give us all the power. Say Bavaria deserves it, and I will tell you, yes, thank you for your service. Starbase damage up. It's quite nice, but we're not really in a defensive position yet. The Hindenburg extinguishers is still fairly far away. The physics lab, honestly, I feel like the physics lab almost the only real way to go here. Stellaris also soon will have a stream. Can't recall, I think it's the 24th, so 4 days from when this video goes up, in which they will hopefully announce Le Guin when the patch goes out, and the accompanying, and let's be real, there will be a DLC with it, but the DLC when that comes out. Ooh. Urantic crystals for 10 years, we can do that, yeah, sure. How are we doing on strategic resources anyway? Yeah. Are we like... Didn't they destroy... Yeah, we gotta get that shit. We gotta get all of this shit. Thank you so much. I was almost unaware of it. Ah, France. I wish I could annex you. Wouldn't it be beautiful?
Our ships have been improved.
We need to be... we can't do that. We need domination traditions, and I don't think we can do that. At least not in a reasonable time frame. Next president, United Bavarian Hegemony.
Our ships have been improved.
And also our ships have been improved. Authority full, alright. What I'm actually looking at, or what I want to look at, is permanent.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
I really would like permanent. Autocannon. Give me something cheap here. Maintenance Bay, that's misspelled, but you know what? Solar Stronghold. Really? That custom? I've never seen that before. I've genuinely, I don't think I've ever seen that before. So let's check it out. Holy shit, I'm up for it. Oh god, I'm surrounded. Can I upgrade you? I can indeed, and that is what we shall do. I'm gonna go around and upgrade now, just like upgrade everything. Wait, should I really be upgrading you? Wait, give me one moment here. 1949, the foundation of our dear German state. Planetary capital. Just give me one moment. I want to check this out. Capital complex. That is what I want to see, baby. They traded nothing. Why would I do that? Why did I do that for them? Was it just to make them like me more or something? Must have been. Maybe we should beat up the Turks at some point. Holy fuck. Let's take a look. We have alien trespassers. Let's take a look at, you know, like this. So we have Bavarians, they're all latent psionics. We have the alien trespassers, we have robots, different sort of robots. We have Evagorans, of course, Zebos, Iburons, Chuxlo, Ochelaga, Hungarians. We have the Rovro. We are such a diverse empire. I really like this playthrough for the kind of experience that we get here. What can we build here? What about a Holo Temple? Holo Temple always does its job, doesn't it?
Construction complete.
And I feel like beyond that, what about... Give me some of that science. I should really just pause the game when I want to build something. Let me just pause it. And let's build some sociology. Thank you very much. And then let's get rid of these. There you go. Have I already specialized you? I think I have, yeah. Let's do a research world. Thank you. Robot Prime has been specialized, is that right? Yes, a mining world. Food down. Who would have thought, yeah, idiots? Get all of this stuff. I'm really hyped for the DLC and for the add-on. I'm certainly gonna pre-order the DLC. I mean, you know me at this point, right? When you have followed this channel, and this channel is up for what, half a year now? If you have followed this channel, or actually like 7 months or something, if you've followed me for a while now, you will know that I pre-ordered Paradox DLC because I know that I will get quality, and I know, of course, you know, that... Oh no, it's just a fucking scientist. Holy fuck. I thought it was a king! How dare you do this to me? Research speed. Look at this, look at this. This looks great. I love that. We have a genius. Oh, there he is. Spark of genius. So what, you know, I buy this, and I know of course a lot of criticism goes towards Paradox, as in, hey, your games are empty and there should be much more features initially in the game. But you gotta remember some things about the game industry. The game industry is an industry in which people most of the time are paid very, very badly. They work terrible hours, and I mean, I don't even mean that they're paid badly with the hours that they do on paper.
Complete.
But, you know, there's something called crunch time, and there has been a recent scandal. If you know, are of any kind of sort of interest when it comes to the games industry, then you may have heard. Holy shit. You see that? Huh. You may have heard about it, where they made people work for hundreds of hours during 1 week. And that is just, it's insanity. Libertarian. Oh, get out of here! Oh, you libertarian bastards. So, like, you know, the game industry, I think, is something, since it's so new and since it's so fresh and since a lot of very talented minds want to work in it, it's an industry that suffers from the employers using their employees in a way that is entirely immoral and shouldn't be the case, especially when you consider workers' rights laws in those countries. Now, I'm a person that, you know, is very lawful. If you go against the law, I hate you. You can be my favorite, literally my favorite, whatever. But as long as you come at me, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna give both of these to you. If you come at me and act as though you breaching the law is good because that makes my games cheaper, I disagree. And the positive part about Paradox is that, you know, despite everything, despite all the difficulties that come with a company like Paradox that grew in the last 10 years from... How do I use this natural wonder again? Fuck. It grew from essentially being, you know, a minor, an indie company to being almost AAA studio. There's a lot of, you know, organizational planning difficulty in there. It could also always go wrong and give you terrible hours, but Paradox, as far as we know, and everything we've seen in the past decades, is very, very worker friendly, and I like to support that. So to bring this round to the logical conclusion, that is why I buy their DLC, because I know that there are people behind every DLC that was created, every feature, every bug. Yes, I include the bugs here. Everything in the game was created by people. And you always have to realize that there is a person behind the products that you buy. It is easy to turn around and say, what a shitty product, I hate it, it's so empty, it's terrible, they trying to scam me, but I can tell you it's not what it is. When Paradox started with the DLC model, where they would push out 1 million DLC and keep supporting the game for 1 million years, I was very skeptical at first, because it of course means and meant that, for example, in Europa Universalis 4, you pay like, what, $300 for everything, every content part? And of course, that is overwhelming. That is an incredible degree of, you know, money, an incredible amount. What is this about? Yeah, sure. That's an incredible amount, and you gotta be open about that. But at the same time, it means that they can allow themselves to pay their programmers more money and give them more time to develop features, while in other companies where they just push it out and then, You know, at worst, the DLC are already planned ahead of the release. The programmers are expected to build something in a certain time frame, and that is it. They have to do that, period. There's no argument there to be made, you know, there's nothing in particular that would ever save them. Can I just, you know what, like, can't we just interrupt my flow of thought here for a second? What if I just did this? Yeah, let's do that. We had the resources there for a second, so let's do it. Anyway, what I wanted to get at is that I feel like the paying people so that they can delivered play to ambassadors. Okay.
Special
Oh my. There's the last one. Outsiders. Where are the Hadimanan? Where are you? Other demon wildlings. Where are they? Let me just find them. Wait, where the fuck are they? Gok autocracy? That's not it. I know we can click on the button, but come on, I know this galaxy. They're back. Where are they? So confused. Alright, you know what? Let's just use the contacts and then take a look at it. Hope that's not it. You. Where are you? Where the fuck are you? Yeah. Okay, maybe we actually still don't know their position. But what I'm getting at is Paradox has adopted a model for their development studio games that makes it possible for their employees to have a lot of time, you know, to work on features, to not be overworked, to not have too much crunch time, and to still produce those features. And I'm very much willing to support it because Paradox Development Studio, as a branch of Paradox, barely makes any money compared to their publisher arm of the studio. So that means it's already in dire straits. Paradox is now a stock-listed company. You know, if you don't produce money, then why are you there? The stakeholders, the stockholders and stakeholders, the same thing in this. It's an overlap in this case. They obviously want to see, you know, hey, put more money into the stuff that produces money. But Paradox as a company, since I think like 30% are still held by Frederick Westers, who was the CEO until recently and founded the company, I believe. You know, he obviously has some love for the Paradox Development Studio. So they have found a model that may be expensive if you look at it from a greater distance, but at the same time is the only way to actually guarantee and make an effort to actually pay the employees for, you know, in a reasonable, oh, there they are, in a reasonable way. I completely support that. I have no issue with spending a bit more money if that means that we come out with a product that works and didn't actually result from exploiting their employees. So I'm perfectly fine with that. You gotta, in real life, you gotta come to terms with the fact that things cost money. And look how fucking dense that is. Holy fuck. Really. And I think that is exactly what is the case in this scenario. I'm gladly paying money for it. And of course, you know, there are bad deals here, there are good deals here, but that's just what a company is. Oh, let's go. Make me the boss, baby. Boom. Woo! Next president, sovereignty of France. I don't think so, baby. Ba 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 ba. I am the Senate, etc., etc. So yeah, I just, you know, I just want to show that up. Johan himself actually had on his Twitter like half a year ago, and I don't forget that because it's important to me that the people that I finance with all my money, and I own practically everything from Paradox, but that's just the way it is. But I just want to point out that when Johan tweeted about this issue about crunch time, which is an issue in the game sector, he made some very good points. He said that you should never fall into a crunch time status where it's normal, because that is not what the company is paying you for. The company is not paying you for that crunch time. They're paying you for normal amount of work. And if you let them exploit you, it's a terrible state of affairs that you should always attempt to avoid. which most people just don't have a choice in that. You know, most of the time the company says you either crunch it or you get out of here, because we have 10 other people that want to work for us. So supporting a company that treats their employees ethically is something that I'm very much in favor of. You know, so I hope that you can agree with me on that. It's a topic that is honestly fairly close to my heart, because it's all about, hey, am I supporting something that I would be supporting if I was one of the workers? And I think the answer is yes. I personally won't work ever for Paradox, mostly because I have different goals in life, and that doesn't mean like, oh, I have greater goals. No, it just means I have different interests of what I want to do with my career and with my life. But it's definitely something. If I was a worker, I would gladly work for Paradox, compared to, you know, working for something like EA or CD Project CD. You know, everybody sucks their dick. CD Project CD. I don't, you know, the Polish corporation. You all know it. You've all heard of the fucking Witcher. This is not news to anybody. But the way they're treating their employees, I am not a big fan of that. I can't support that. That is just, there's some things in life where you gotta draw a line, and I think that is a line for me. Why can't I build any of this? So yeah, this is what it boils down to me, and I hope that we can agree. If you have any other opinions, just let me know. I mean, it's an interesting thing anyway to talk about, you know. Oh shit, we got our fleet back. Bring my fleet fucking home. Home station in beer, please. Thank you. Come home, baby. Also, let's build a shitload of... Let's build these motherfuckers up. Oh yeah, let's go. Holy shit, those are expensive. But you gotta build what you gotta build. Yeah, that is why I support Paradox, and why I will always pre-order Paradox games, unless I'm just not interested in the games. You know, it happens. It happens to everybody. But I'm a big fan of it. I'm very much willing to support their ethics and the angle that they're coming from. So yeah, there you go, baby. Good that we talked about it. I think it's something that people like to skip over, because it's just easier to let it go and to just say, oh, fuck it, I don't give a shit if those people have good work or not. But I disagree with that. It's very important to push towards something that you think is something that you can live with and stand for, and that's my position on it. Anyway, we're doing great here in Stellaris. We're building up more and more, and I think, like, in the next video, I'm just gonna trigger a mid-game crisis or something. Where's my mid-game crisis, yo? You're not going wild, you're not going wild, and the dudes down there also not going wild. Why is nobody going wild? What is going on in here? Right, I completely forgot about our science ships. I mean, we found our, nope, we found our, I mean, I guess we should just... Is Valhalla the one that is a science planet? Tossenhof is actually the one. So what I want to do is, okay, you know what? Just move over there. Then I think Glatzeland is also tech. It is indeed. Why don't I just send you to Glatze? Move over there. I'm not even sure if we have it unlocked. Being able to support science. Yeah, we actually don't. Well, fuck. But you know what, you do your thing then. Anyway, 23 minutes in, having a great time, as always, with the United Bavarian Hegemony. How's the... Nope, that's not it. Nope, that's also not it. Look at you. You're doing the Ecumenopolis staging site. We should specialize Minge at some point. Wait, when? Fuck is that? Yes, I will give you energy and you will give me science. That is the spirit. Ah, look at that. Look at that thing. How long will it take you from here? Oh, it doesn't even say when it will actually finish this, huh? Wait, why do they build it in space? I mean, this is like a spaceport, I guess, right? And here's where they build things or something? Shouldn't this be entirely planet focused?
Incoming transmission.
Oh, migration. Yeah, let's go. Siskonoids, give me your people. That's what I'm here for, baby. Also, give me more energy. Energy. I love this song. Just build more economic districts. Anyway, we are the leader, and in the next episode, we will attempt to make us the permanent leader. I will see you then, and have a good one. Until later. Bye.